Hey guys, checking in here with ya. I'm doing a kind of recent reads / June reads video. I'm hoping I'll put up and make myself edit it. I've had a couple where I've filmed and edited and then just never posted, and it's just been too long. And I apologize, having some filming motivation reading issues, just with, as I mentioned in every video, with my pregnancy and impending labor and delivery. But I'm here today to talk about just a handful of books because my June reading month has been And so I have, at this point, finished 4 books. I'm in the middle of 2 others that I'm hoping to finish before the end of the month, which is in about 4 days here. So fingers crossed I will get those done. But I'll talk about the ones I've finished first. The first one is Code Girls, The Untold Story of the American Women Codebreakers and How They Helped Win World War II. I decided to read a nonfiction book about women codebreakers, and it was really insightful. It was really, really interesting, and just the role they played in World War II. And this book actually went a step further and kind of touched on, for lack of a better term, the fallout of having these women in the workforce and then having the 1950s happen, and just the push from helping while men are at war to what's your place in society now. It was very, very interesting. Next is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I mentioned this in my mid-year freakout tag. I loved this book. Should have picked it up earlier, but I'm glad I picked it up here because it was really nice to have one really good, really solid read this month in terms of fiction. Next is Disfigured, On Fairy Tales, Disability, and Making Space by Amanda Leduc. She is a Canadian author, I believe, and this is kind of a collection of essays just looking at fairy tales, how disability is represented in them, and how things could be done better. And it was really eye-opening. I really enjoyed the experience. I listened to this one as an audiobook, and the narrator did a really awesome job. And then next is Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas. Again, as with the death of Jane Lawrence earlier this year, I was going after something that was like potentially dark academia, but just really had the gothic vibes I was looking for. And unfortunately, it just did not hit the mark for me. Of the 2 fiction books I have for sure finished this month, it was my least favorite. And that's okay. I think there is an audience out there for it. People who liked Deadly Education might enjoy this, but it wasn't for me. That's really all it comes down to. It wasn't a terrible book, I just didn't love it. And then the 2 that I have left that I'm in the middle of are The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula K. Le Guin. I'm reading a physical copy of that one. I am exactly halfway through, and I'm hoping over the next few days that I'll be able to finish it. We're supposed to be getting some nice weather, so I'm hoping to get my pregnant butt to a park or out in my hammock and just enjoy the sun before I have to go back to work. I'm currently off work sick, and so I just have some extra time to read. And then the second one I have is The Parable of Talents by Octavia E. Butler. I am less than halfway through that one, but I'm going to be taking a huge, huge chunk out of it today. I've just been kind of lounging at the computer, playing one of my favorite PC games, and then listening to this book as I go. So I've probably done that for the last 3 or 4 hours. I'm going to continue to do it until supper, and then I go out to my mom's for the evening, so I'm hoping to get a really nice big chunk out of it and get that finished before the end of the week here as well. Based on these books, if any of you guys have some recommendations for me to pick up once I actually get back to reading, I would love, love, love to hear them in the comments below. And even just let me know your thoughts on the books I have read this month. So thanks for tuning in. Yeah, sorry, content's been few and far between, but this is just how it is right now. Thanks for coming back, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.